Hello there. I'm coming out of my pantry today and I do have a treasure to share with you. And the treasure I'm sharing today is salt. Okay, and you might think, salt is salt. Well, it's actually not. There are lots of different kinds of salt. And for the sake of time, I'm not going to get into all of that, but I am going to share with you what I have in my pantry and why I choose to use the type of salt that I do. I love to use pink Himalayan salt. Okay, and the brand that's my favorite, I mean, I've used other kinds and I will use other kinds, but my favorite is this Redmond Real Salt. Okay, and this has an amazing taste, an amazing flavor. Also, this is an unrefined mineral salt. Okay, salt is supposed to have minerals in it. That's how God created it, because our bodies need those minerals. So this pink Himalayan salt, it still has the minerals in it. It has not been stripped of it through the processing. Another reason why I really like the pink Himalayan, but also I love this Redmond brand. It also is mined in America. This salt comes from America, and I like that. I like to know where it comes from. Now you'll see here, this says it's a fine sea salt. Well, you can get coarse, you can get different textures like any other salt. But for the most part, occasionally I might use like a kosher salt, but for the most part, I am going to use a pink Himalayan salt. That's just what I like. And the way I look at it, if I'm going to be putting salt into my body, then I would rather it be a salt that's going to give my body benefits and help my body versus do nothing or maybe even do harm. So that's one of the benefits, the minerals. Okay, we've already talked about that. This has minerals like calcium, magnesium, potassium, iron. Iron is a great mineral that our body needs, and a lot of our table salts just don't have that in them. This pink Himalayan definitely has all of those great minerals in them. Now, this pink Himalayan is great, but it is salt. It still has sodium. So, you still have to be careful. It's going to affect your blood pressure. It's going to affect your heart, your inflammation, all those kind of things. It's not like a free ticket. Woo, eat all the salt you want. It still has sodium. But the good thing about the pink Himalayan salt is that the sodium amount is less. It does have less sodium in it than, a regular table salt, which is very, very good. You'll notice if you have not used this before and you try it, you'll notice it might take a little bit more at first till you kind of get used to it because the taste is different. I love the taste of it. And this brand, this Redmond brand, it almost has like this sweetness to it. Now, that sounds weird, and it's not like sugar at all. I guess you can taste the goodness in it. You can taste the richness in it, and that's what I like about it. But it is a little bit more expensive, okay? Pink Himalayan salt, you can find that at Walmart. You can find it at TJ Maxx, at Marshall's. You can find it at Big Lots. This specific brand, occasionally I've seen it at Big Lots, and some of your larger Kroger's, I've seen it there. But you can get it at, sometimes TJ Maxx and Marshall's will have it, or you can order it on Amazon. You can get it through Thrive. There's a lot of ways to find it, but it is a little bit more expensive than just regular salt. But what I do is anytime I find it and it's at a good price or it's a really good deal, I just get several, because let's face it, we're gonna always want salt at some point in our lives. But you're going to use it for your cooking, for marinades, to preserve things. If you're a prepper, you're definitely going to want salt. So, it's not going to go bad. You can keep it and not worry about that. So that's just what I do. Anytime I find a bargain, I just get me, instead of one, I get me 4 or 5 of them. But a lot of the difference too is just the way that it's processed. I can't remember if I told you this already. If I did, I'll just tell you again. The pink Himalayan salt is usually mined by hand instead of like by machines. So it's just definitely less processing than your white table salt. So once again, I'm just kind of letting you know what's in my pantry and what I use. It's all about choice. You can have whatever you want in your pantry. And if you've not tried this, but you would like to, it's an easy switch, okay? It's not like a big deal. You just swap out what salt you're using. And I definitely would encourage you, if you haven't tried it, give it a try. You know, it doesn't hurt to try. If you can't tell any difference or you don't like it, at least you've tried it and you know that. So, like I always say, if you don't already have this in your pantry, get out your grocery list. Make sure you add it to your list, because the next time you go grocery shopping, you're going to want to pick some of this up, bring it home, and put it in your pantry so you can give it a try. I hope this was helpful to you and you picked up something that you didn't already know. Lord bless you.